Our top story today from thegatewaypundit.com, going viral. Anderson Cooper drops a bomb on Kamala Harris. You've been in the White House for 4 years. Why haven't you done any of this already? We're covering this and so much more here on the Gateway Pundits Week in Review. My name is Elijah Schaffer, and this is the Gateway Pundits Week in Review, where we cover the top 5 stories. Our top story today from Christina Lila reports that Anderson Cooper dropped a bomb on Kamala Harris. Let's talk about it. Kamala Harris participated in a CNN town hall for undecided voters on Wednesday night. She completely bombed. She did so bad that even CNN admitted that she didn't have to deal with voters. She didn't even come close to it. CNN moderator Anderson Cooper then pointed out to Harris that there are voters out there who say that the day that she started almost 4 years ago, nothing's even changed since then. Kamala Harris keeps promising to secure the border and to bring down the price of groceries. But Anderson Cooper reminded Harris that she has been in office for nearly 4 years. We have a clip of this. Check this out where she's talking directly to Cooper. Here's their interaction. Watch.
So I might ask, you've been in the White House for 4 years. You were vice president, not the president. But why wasn't any of that done for the last 4 years?
Well, there was a lot that was done, but there's more to do, Anderson. And I'm pointing out things that need to be done, that haven't been done, but need to be done.
Some voters.
That didn't make any sense. So tell me why it is that you want a divorce. I'm getting a divorce because there are things that needed to be divorced. For divorces haven't all been completed, but one will be completed when it's done. That's answering a question with a question without actually answering anything. Additionally, in the midst of these hardball questions, there was a response to this and exactly what's going on. Check out CNN even having a discussion. Watch.
Republicans would take another hour of Kamala Harris. We'd just press play, let her keep going. We'd pay for another hour to let her keep non-answering the questions. I think Anderson's asking her, well, why haven't you done it? You've been there for 4 years. Why have you done any of this? And the word salad answer she gave to that was just mind-boggling. I mean, it's blown up the internet, her answer to that question. I think the things that are troubling for people were her responses to, Van said about what you're going to do to reduce costs when they asked her at the beginning. We're hurting economically. She said, I'm going to prosecute corporations, right? That's not going to lower costs. Oh. How are you going to make things better for me? I'm going to prosecute people. Trump bad is not a message that's going to get her elected. Trump bad message, I disagree with.
Yeah, Trump bad and saying she's going to prosecute corporations. It's like, well, what are you going to do in order to fix the border? I'm going to sue Justin Trudeau. Yeah, well, that's great. I mean, I'd like to see that guy gone as well, but what does that do for the border? Well, he's got a border. Yeah, but our main issue isn't through the Canadian border, it's through the southern border. She deflects and then sort of flip-flops. I don't think she was ready for Cooper to ask her real questions. And what's sad about this is we're not even talking about difficult questions. They're just softball, normal questions, and she's so robotic and trained, yet lacks the intelligence of actual AI that she can't give a straight answer. Speaking of that, Mike LeChance reports an additional story that Kamala Harris reduced to stuttering mess when pressed on questions about border wall during CNN town hall. It gets even worse. Kamala Harris did a town hall event on CNN tonight, and it did not go well. When pressed on the subject and the idea of the border wall, Harris got caught off guard and tried to deflect by ridiculing Trump. Check this out. We have a clip of it directly. Here she is having this interaction. You tell me what you think. Watch.
Is a border wall stupid?
Well, let's talk about Donald Trump and that border wall. So remember, Donald Trump said Mexico would pay for it? Come on, they didn't. How much of that wall did he build? I think the last number I saw is about 2%. And then when it came time for him to do a photo op, you know where he did it? In the part of the wall that President Obama built.
But you agreed to a bill that would earmark $650 million to continue building that wall.
I pledge that I am going to bring forward that bipartisan bill to further strengthen and secure our border. Yes, I am. And I'm going to work across the aisle to pass a comprehensive bill that deals with a broken immigration system. I think Jackson's question, part of it was to acknowledge that America has always had migration, but there needs to be a legal process for it. People have to earn it. And that's the point that I think is the most important point that can be made, which is we need a president who is grounded in common sense and practical outcomes. Like, let's just fix this thing. Let's just fix it. Why is there any ideological perspective on it? Let's just fix the problem.
To fix the problem, you're doing this compromise bill. It does call for $650 million that was earmarked under Trump to actually still go to build the wall.
I am not afraid of good ideas where they occur.
So you don't think it's stupid anymore?
I think what he did and how he did it did not make much sense because he actually didn't do much of anything.
Do you know what it sounds like when she's being interviewed? It sort of reminds me of if I go on a show and they change the subject and I don't know what we're talking about. And they're like, so what do you think about colloquial synergism? And I go, yeah, I think that it's what it is and people like it. Some people don't. And, it is how it goes. It's like when your wife asks you, or tells you did something wrong and you're trying to respond to her and you don't know how to explain yourself. Something's off about these interactions. Like something feels very, not just robotic, but like the fact that when she's asked to go off script, that she actually doesn't even know what she's allowed to say. So she results to just tongue twisting and running in circles. And then we never actually get a conclusive statement. It's remarkable. I've honestly seen nothing like it. And that's not even the worst of it. Check some of this review from CNN. Here's what they had to say.
I'll just tell you what I'm hearing from people who I have been talking to. And that is that if her goal was to close the deal, they're not sure she did that. And, some people have asked, is she being held to a different standard? Maybe, but that's maybe the world that she's living in. And on the question of who she is, people are understanding that a little bit more, but what she will do, the question about her legislative priorities, name one, there wasn't one. Some more of her personality and her sort of character questions about your weaknesses or what mistakes did you make? Not necessarily the answers there.
What I'm hearing here is that people are not supporting Kamala Harris because she's a bad candidate. And for that, we have to be alarmed. Now, obviously, you know that Mike Lindell is one of the greatest supporters of Donald Trump, and he's been just battling the rigging of our elections, particularly because he's been questioning how dishonest our system is. That's why stores across the country are collaborating with the Democrats to cancel MyPillow. Well, that means that their loss is your gain because now they have plenty of MyPillows. And you know what? You can now get the classic MyPillow at a wholesale price, only $14.88. All you have to do is go to mypillow.com, MyPillow.com, promo code Elijah. It's right there in the corner, ELIJAH, and you can get the pillow for $14.88. Also, you get the queen size MyPillows for just $18.88. Upgrade to a king size for $1 more, or even get those body pillows. If you're honestly feeling comfortable, you want to hug that. I'm not talking about myself being all alone, but maybe you want a body pillow for $29.88. And if you're more on a budget, even the multi-use pillows are cheaper at $9.88. So go to mypillow.com, use promo code Elijah, or call 1-800-210-8491. Remember that is free shipping on orders over $75. That's right, get the standard MyPillow $14.88 free shipping. There's a limited amount you can get, so the max is 10. Go to mypillow.com, promo code Elijah. Now that being said, another story that we want to bring up from Cassandra McDonald, Guardian hit piece alleging Trump groped model rapidly debunked on social media. A Guardian hit piece alleging that former President Donald Trump groped a model at Trump Tower 31 years ago has been debunked on social media shortly after it was released. The former model, Stacey Williams, alleged late winter of 1993, which is, by the way, when I was born. I was on a walk with, check this out, this is not a joke, with Jeffrey Epstein. So this woman is alleging that she met Donald Trump, and Donald Trump's the bad guy. And who was their common associate? Jeffrey Epstein. Ma'am, you were friends with Jeffrey Epstein and you're trying to frame Trump as the bad guy? I think we might need to rethink our acquaintances here. Anyway, from Brownstone on the Upper East Side down Fifth Avenue, when Jeffrey looked at me and said, let's go stop by and see Trump. Williams claimed that Trump groped her breasts and buttocks. Moments after they arrived, she alleges Trump greeted Williams, pulled her towards him, and started groping her. She said she put his hands all over my breasts as well as her waist and her buttocks. She said that she froze because she was deeply confused about what was happening. At the same time, she said that she believed she saw the two men smiling at each other. However, social media users quickly pointed out that Jeffrey Epstein moved into the new Wexier mansion in 1996, 3 years after William claimed to be at the location. So it looks like her timeline is off. Is it because she's falsely accusing Trump or not? It does seem a little bit politically expedient to be making these accusations 2 weeks before an election after 31 years of silence. I'll let you be the judge of that. That being said, ballots were found in a Florida storm drain, were stolen from mailboxes with U.S. Postal Service master key. Anthony Scott reports that ballots found in an Orange County County, Florida storm drain were stolen from mailboxes with a U.S. Postal Service master key. Fox 35 Orlando reported that the ballots were taken from mailboxes by an unidentified suspect using an arrow key, also known as a master key, that was stolen from the United States Postal Service. Orange County Supervisor of Elections Glenn Gilzian shared, "Recently, Orange County voters and the United States Postal Service made our office aware that a stolen USPS arrow key was used to access cluster mailboxes in the county. During the theft, several vote-by-mail ballots our offices mailed days earlier to voters were discarded on the ground," added Gilzian. Now, multiple votes were discarded there, and you can find the rest of the information. What they were doing there, that's up to you to decide. But, of course, we're already seeing election irregularities happening, including problems with mail-in voting, which apparently in some swing districts, voters are already ahead in terms of supporting Trump. But whether that's actually true, we'll have to find out and wait and see. Our last story today, Tucker Carlson, the man, the myth, the legend, brought down the House at a Trump event in Duluth, Georgia. Christina Lila reports that Tucker Carlson brought the House down at Trump's campaign rally in Georgia on Wednesday night. President Trump is speaking to a packed stadium in Duluth, Georgia, Wednesday evening for a rally beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. The event is being hosted by Turning Point PAC and Turning Point Action as a part of Georgia for Trump rally series. Now, scheduled speakers include Turning Point USA founder Charlie Kirk, Tucker Carlson, country music star Jason Aldean, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., Tulsi Gabbard, Dr. Ben Carson, and former collegiate swimmer Riley Gaines. Tucker called Trump's upcoming victory the end of a redemption arc. "I'm here because I'm so thrilled by what I've watched. Take a look at the clips for yourself. You tell me what you think." Here he is giving his speech. Watch.
So here's my perspective. I think Donald Trump's going to win. Which is amazing. And that's why I'm here. I'm not here because he's going to win. I'm here because I'm so thrilled by what I've watched over the past 9 years. This is the end of a redemption arc. I've really never seen anybody treated like Donald Trump was treated. Ever. Anybody. Ever. Attack him. I watched this all up close. Defame him. Indict him. Arrest him. Let him get shot in the face. And he's going to win anyway. So here's my
perspective, and I happen to agree with him. I mean, it's remarkable. What's happened to Trump? I mean, any man would have folded years ago, and yet Trump continues on. I mean, whether he's going to win, that's up to you to decide. He had a few more choice words to say. Listen to this.
Donald Trump's victory will be a triumph of the human spirit. It will be a triumph of Americans over the machine that seeks to oppress them. It'll be a middle finger wagging in the face of the worst people in the English-speaking world who are our leaders. It will be a moral victory the size of which I never thought I would live to see. And it's essential. It is so important that that happens for a couple of reasons, and here's what they are. The first is to dissolve for all time, for the world to see, the primary lie about Donald Trump, which is that only freaks and misfits like him. That's a lie. And they've been telling that lie since the second he came down that escalator 9 years ago. If you like that, there's something wrong with you. You're the only person you know who likes that. You're a freak. Be ashamed. Do not talk about Donald Trump in public. Don't wear his dangerous little red hat. And if you're in the media, how dare you speak to him? And that was a lie from day one. It was a big...
Right. It was a big lie. They're trying to get you not to vote for him to feel discouraged, but I'd say go out and give him hell and vote for them. Vote for yourself by giving Donald Trump a vote if that's what you feel God is leading you to do. My name's Elijah Schaffer. Thank you again for watching the Gateway Pundits Weekend Review. If you want more stories like this, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to the video, and you can also join our mug club. Plus, I also encourage you, as always, to leave those comments and the feedback, as I enjoy them a lot. Have a great rest of the week, and may God bless the United States of America. I'm signing out.